Hello everyone, this is Kyle with Game Debate, and I will be showing you a few things that I've designed myself. I've gone a little bit off of the designs I've seen on YouTube and in the Minecraft games I've played. I'm going to be showing you how I built these and what they do. Now, I built other things as well. I'm a defense designer for faction servers. I was the leader of my own faction for about a month, and then I stopped playing for a long time, and then my faction got destroyed. That was my fault. So anyway, I'm going to be showing you how I built this and why you might want to try building it in your Minecraft factions base, or actually around your Minecraft faction base, and I will be showing you the mechanics of why it works as well. This is going to be a tutorial. I do not build offensive raiding stuff, so if you want cannons or if you want anything like that, then you are coming to the wrong place. So, as you can see, this is a fairly basic lava cobblestone regen wall. If somebody tries to TNT through this, it's going to fix itself. So no matter how many times you break it, it's just going to repair itself. Now, the design I made is slightly different than the ones you see in other places, and it's a little bit bigger. Like, it takes up more width. You can make it as long as you want and as tall as you want, up to the the 250 whatever maximum. But the higher it is, the harder it's going to be to fully destroy. So I just built these pretty short because just for time's sake. And I was just playing around when I figured out how to make something like this. See, the normal ones are usually only one thick. So I was like, well, what if you put the lava in the center and make two? And then put the water on the outsides, on both sides. And then I extended it again, and I extended it again, and then you can keep doing that. You can just make it as thick as you want. Then I was like, well, how do you make a corner? So I started making a corner. I actually made it over here, and then I built towards it, which I got very lucky that it actually connected, so you might want to start on this end to make sure it's going to work. But this works also. You just keep going down, and it goes bloop, bloop, bloop. Now, the thing I found, if the bedrock is flat, it's a lot easier to build. And one of the things that I noticed that a lot of these walls do is they don't go down to bedrock. And they definitely don't regen at the bottom of bedrock. Now, the reason this works, the reason I'm able to make it regen without destroying a source block and turning it into obsidian right there, is because there is no source block right there. If I can get inside, there's no source block there. So when I break it, it just turns into, well, sorry, not here, but I mean right there. So what's there is there's a source block up here. This is a source block. That is not a source block. And that's the only reason why it works at the bottom. Otherwise, it'll turn that into obsidian. So I left this open to show how the water is. It's 3 wide, and it's as deep as you want. Now, you can actually make these source blocks as well, like all of the inside of the water source block, so it's harder to destroy. I'm going to give you guys a short example of what I mean by that. This one has source blocks all the way down it. This one has a source block only at the top. So if you were to break these, you can do that. It makes a nice fountain, or whatever you want it to look like. If you break this one, it'll all come out, because the source block makes it go wide like a fountain. See? Let me just fix that really quick. There. Now this one, on the other hand, has a source block all the way through it, so it always comes out. And it'll keep doing that. You can do it here, comes out. Up here, comes out. This one doesn't do that, so it just does that. So that's what I mean by putting, you won't be able to have this window here if you do that, because it'll come out everywhere. But here it should still work. So I didn't do that here because I wanted to have it opened up to show you guys what's in the inside, and it doesn't break and stay broken. So I've been throwing TNT at this all over the place just to see if it works. And as you can see, there was a lot of TNT. I just used obsidian for the places that you would want not to be able to be broken easily. It doesn't actually hurt it at all. This inside will always work. This is just to keep the liquids, like the water and the lava, contained. Like if you have the obsidian with health, which a lot of factions do, then eventually this obsidian is going to break. And since these are all source blocks of lava, which is the important part of the generating process, you have to have all of this lava is not just at the top. It is a source block all the way down. Now this water, you can also make source blocks all the way down. That doesn't really do much except prevent somebody from just walking up and, like, you know, they shoot their sand at you and it just manages to hit at the very top and it kills it. The one next to it will actually protect it. So that's another cool thing about water source blocks. And all the way down, it'll be almost impossible to destroy all the water. It's also going to be almost impossible to destroy all the lava. So really all they can do is mess up the outside, make lava shoot everywhere. But then you can just patch it. I mean, it's dangerous to do, but you already know that, well, I just have to go deep, deep, deep. Oops. Oh no, I'm on fire. Oh well. Now it's a little hard to see inside lava, but there. I just fixed that hole. And you can just keep doing that. So repairing it is fairly easy, though it might be dangerous if you can't fly and if you're not careful. But overall, I think this design, it's not superior to the other ones. The other ones are all fairly similar, though this one's thicker. So if you use this design, or something like this design, I like this design because now they have to go through, at the very minimum, because if you just cut it here and here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks wide. Uses almost no resources, really. It uses the source blocks for lava and water. Water is really easy to get. And then the outer edge, technically was, before I added this part, the outer edge was right here. So if you do the math, this really doesn't take that much resources, because you don't have to use obsidian here, because this is just to contain the liquids. So you can use glass so you can see inside of it, because that would look cool, or you can use obsidian because it's strong, or you can use sand, which I actually think would actually improve this a bit. Sand, because sand not only falls, so if somebody tries to break in through the sides or whatever, or they do manage to break some of it, it's also self-healing, semi-self-healing. So if you go all the way up to super high, super high, because this whole thing should be really tall, somebody manages to get some TNT in here, blam. What it's going to do is it's also going to fix itself and prevent the lava from getting out. So sand, or there's another thing that people have been using to prevent the sand cannon, which is what destroys the source blocks, and that also requires sand because, wait, where's the cactus? Oh, there it is. Because you need sand to put a cactus on. And what you do is you can stack cactus infinite high as well. And cactuses destroy any kind of block that comes in contact with them. See how it disappeared? Disappeared. If somebody uses a sand blaster thing, which destroys source blocks when it lands, and also allows for TNT to explode and destroy blocks, because it doesn't destroy blocks when it's in water, and lava destroys the source blocks as well, the blocks that they try to shoot at you, so it has to land next to the water. Like if I were to put TNT down here, any amount of TNT will do, it won't even destroy the cobblestone, it won't even destroy this, because it's underwater. But if they have sand in here, and the sand is, like, say, that's not sand, say you got the sand to actually land inside the water. Now you have the TNT, and the TNT lands next to it, or they use a TNT cannon to blast it. Now it's going to destroy the cobblestone. See how it destroyed a big hole in the cobblestone? Hey, wait, no it didn't. Okay, well, I guess I did that wrong. But either way, the cannon will destroy the cobblestone in the cannon. I just don't remember how it works because I'm being an idiot. And somehow that did that. That's annoying. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to go to the other stuff that I designed. So this does work. I just can't remember how the cannons work. As I said, I'm not a raider. I don't do that. I don't build cannons to shoot sand and stuff at people. So I was actually designing this earlier. And what it is you put a dispenser or whatever you want at the top. And underneath, you just do one of those simple, redstone, 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 all the way to the bottom. And I've built these before. I just don't remember where they are. And I have one of them that works in a factions-based server already. And what you do is you just throw a lava bucket in there. Actually, to speed this up, I'm just going to move that out of the way. I'm going to show you what it is. The design of this is very similar to just the giant square dome people put on top of stuff. And what it does, what's different about this specific design right here, is that it allows one source block of lava, just one, to go all the way down. So when you have the button to turn it on, when you have the single button at the very bottom inside your base, and you go click, all of it turns on, and it covers your entire base in lava. And you can extend this out as far as you want, because it doesn't have to be one, it could just be 2 or 3. And then when you want to turn it off, you just hit the button and the dispenser will suck it back up. Now, I just don't remember where I put the other stuff, because I built a whole bunch of this junk. And I don't have a map. But yeah, when you turn it off, it just goes away. Now, I actually have a few different designs for this that I'll be showing in different videos that allow you to not only turn it on, but turn it into a trap, where it looks like this is a treasure room, or it looks like this is like your base, but it's really not. And what it does is when they open the chest that's right here, it's connected to redstone signals that turns on the lava dispenser, and the lava dispenser doesn't surround it. It closes the door, because there'll be a door here, and what it does is it pushes the floor up one, so there's only one square in. If I can get rid of this lava. What you would do is you would go down, that is just really annoying, there. What you do is you go down here, stupid flat world. You would be down here and you would have a piston facing upward, and what you do with that is all you do is you have, when the trap goes off and it activates all this stuff over here, it also will hit the piston and just activate the piston, so that instead of the floor being there, it's now here. And because the roof is here, it will completely destroy everything. And there's no door here. Don't put a door there, because the door will mess it up. So it's just an opened area. And then it goes doop, up one. And when that happens, they can't get out unless they have an ender pearl, and they might not be able to react fast enough because they don't even know what's going on. So they can say, well, what's going on? What's going on? And another thing you can do, just if that's too complicated or you don't want to build that, there's another little simple trap that I do. And these are meant for defenses. These are meant for, somebody manages to get inside your base. You have little things that TNT all over the place down here, all hooked up to the same redstone signal that your piston is hooked up to. So when these TNTs get activated, this piston goes up, pushes this up, and blows everything up. Now, the only issue with that, sorry, my microphone just fell over. The only issue with that is it doesn't reset like this one does, and it takes a lot of resources because you have to have a lot of TNT. Destroys your piston, destroys the entire room that they're in, destroys the TNT thing, destroys all your red wiring. I don't like this one very much. It's messy. It's very effective if people are just continuously getting inside your base, like over and over and over again, and none of your other stuff seems to work, or they're caught on to it. This one's really fast. This one's like, you just cave out the area below your treasure room, take everything out of your treasure room, replace it with some trap chests, which are really easy to make, set up the door lock, do this. Odds are they're not going to be able to get out in time. They're going to be like, what's going on? Because they're going to open the chest, and they're looking around in the chest, and you could put, like, cheap stuff in the chest. Like, what I like to do when I have a chest is, darn it, my microphone keeps falling over. Sorry, to keep it close enough to me, I actually have it on my lap, and you have a whole bunch of whatever. And what you do is you put a whole bunch of random junk spread out, like not even valuable stuff, but like bamboo or like cookies or something, and you put them all over the place. So when they open it, they're like, okay, grab. Because if it's empty, they'll just close it immediately. But if there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, just like spread out, like bamboo, they'll be like, oh, okay. They might just do that and grab it really quick. So you might want to grab like this, some other valuable stuff, something else. So they can't just do the click thing, but they're like, doot. And by then, when they turn around or they hear the noise or they realize what's going on, then they don't have enough time to like, okay, I'm stuck in here. Where's my pearls? Grab the pearls, and by then it's already too late. If they have it on their hotkey, they still might not be able to get it in time because this stuff goes off pretty quick when you hit it with redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, get out. And, oh no. So it might work, it might not work, but it has a higher chance to do that. The lava, if they can't get away, they're dead. The TNT, if they have like protection 4 on everything, they still might actually survive, depending on how much TNT you use, and it'll destroy everything. Not sure how a cooked pork chop got over here. Must have been the lava. But see, these are the kinds of things I design. I like building defenses. I like building walls. I like testing the different stuff for the liquids. I really like the way lava and water interact. I've been building a whole bunch of random junk. This is a trap I actually built this based off of somebody else's design. I'm going to try improving it. Right now, when you hit that, it opens up. See, you can't even see them from above, but there's little pressure plates right here. And when you hit them to go through, and it kills you or teleports you away or something. I don't know. I have. This is the one I have built in my base as well, because it opens it. Because it looks like all it does is open up these things for you. Oh, I don't want my animals to escape. That's why I use this, right? So they're just walking along, and because it opens up instantly, but it doesn't activate instantly because you have this on a delay. So they walk up to it. Oh, okay. And because it doesn't do it 100% instantly. It does do it pretty quick, so they can't just run and jump. Actually, that worked. I need to extend mine. That's bad. That's really bad. And this is obviously going to be a corridor. I think mine's actually longer than this, because I've actually tested it to make sure I couldn't run through it like as fast as I could. Oh, okay, I couldn't run, but I can run and jump through it. Okay. And another issue with this is that they can ender pearl over, but on the other side, just don't put anything. Just make it look like there's something there. That's what I have as well. I have chickens in a glass case, so people are like, oh, his chickens are over here. And so these are the kind of things. I'm going to try improving this, so my next video might be an improvement on this. I like going off of really good ideas that somebody else had, seeing how to make it better, like the wall idea I think is a slight improvement, if not just a different design. And the improvement I made on it actually is the turn, the curve. The idea that, well, I want to make it around my base. How do I make it go around? Well, if you copy this, and then do another side, and then copy it over here, and then do another side, and copy it over here, and do another side, and it'll go all the way in a circle, all the way around whatever you have in the middle. And if it's at bedrock, they can't get underneath it to ender pearl glitch up, and if it's all the way up at the top, they can't go over it. And I'm trying right now, and the thing over this way is a failed attempt at making a self-repairing ceiling. Not 100% sure how to do that yet, but I think I'm going to have it falling, open falling, instead of right above it, because right now I have it above this. I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be the treasure room. I have it solid right now for some reason. This is going to be the treasure room. How do I protect this from above? And so far, I'm failing at it. So I'm going to be working on this as well. But overall, these are the kind of things I do. These are the kind of things I want to be able to do continuously. for bettering the Minecraft community's defenses. Because offensively, there's already mega cannons being built that are just crazy, that are just insanely crazy. And they don't need any help with that. That's not the kind of thing I want to do. But these defenses, if I can get something that's really good in defense that actually helps people's bases, I would be very happy. And I think this might be a good design for it. It's fairly simple. It's not resource intensive. You can replace this with sand or with cactus. Cactus does not burn in lava. It does not burn in water when it's already placed. It can't have anything next to it, so you can't completely replace this. But you can probably replace different layers of it with it. Actually, let me try that. Let me just bloop, 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 and just replace all this with sand. Okay, so now I just need a cactus. For some reason I replaced all of it with sand when I only needed to replace one of it with sand. Okay, yeah, because you can't have something directly next to it or it pops. But since it's kitty-cornered, this thing actually works really well. And since this has this side protected, and if you put it again here, it'll have this side protected, this is completely protected, and you can have this as cobblestone or sand. So this would be even better as sand. Okay, there. See, these are the kind of things I like to try to mess with and see what works and what doesn't work. And so kitty cornering these seems to be a good idea. Kitty corner, cactus, sand. Or cactus, 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 cactus. It doesn't matter. But this is self-repairing and this is not. So you have the self-repairing sand wall, the self-repairing cobblestone wall, obsidian everywhere, or more sand, or cactus, or whatever, and they each have defenses against different things. This has high durability, this one's self-repairing, this destroys items when you throw it at it, self-repairing, and high density, and just protects against explosives, which is what water does. So you'd want to pour water over the entire thing anyway, just not over the lava. You want to cap this. So eventually when you reach the top, you want to put something over the lava. And probably something over the water as well, because otherwise they might be able to do something with that as well. But yeah, cap these, pour water over the entire thing, because water also can be placed just like that. Now I just blew up this because it turned that into obsidian, and you can't have that. This cannot be turned into obsidian or it destroys cactus. That's another issue with cactus. Nothing can be directly, no solid block can be next to them. Otherwise it pops them. So again, these are flaws, but they're balanced. They keep everything balanced. Like there's no one thing that's completely indestructible, except for bedrock. If you can use bedrock to build something, then by all means go nuts with that, because it's completely indestructible most of the time, unless there's something modifying it. Okay, so that is my review on the things that I have designed and built. I can show you how that thing's designed, but there's already a YouTube video on it, and I don't want to just steal somebody's idea. It's like, oh, look at this thing I built. I did not design this. I did not change the design at all. Except for adding these two things right here to make it look like there's something there. But that was mostly just because that's what I was going to use it for. But I'm going to eventually change this. I'm always going to credit the original creator and say, hey, I modified this from this guy. Go check out his YouTube video, whatever. Obviously, I won't try to steal anything. I'm not trying to. I like the designs. I love the way that they've built these things that are very complex, and these kinds of ideas that I never would have thought of before for the redstone signals. I really like these. I like this. This is something I was trying to build, and it's not working right. But when I find something that works and then I modify it slightly, like I want to put soul sand down somewhere, slows them down, glass, ice on top, there's lava somewhere. I could show people how to use it in different ways. How to make something invisible. I really like invisible traps, which is what I was trying to do over here. Though it's really difficult because I have to make it go down and then I have to make something else grab it afterwards. And so I have to have two sticky pistons, one to pull it down and one to pull it out. and that's a lot more difficult than it sounds. So that's what I was doing over here, and it's not working right because I can't get the redstone to work right. I'm not as good at redstone as a lot of people, but I do have the creative drive to learn. So I like messing with a lot of different things. So I guess that's it for now. I'm going to be playing around with this stuff later. Hopefully I can improve these, make them more compact, make them harder to destroy, because this is pretty wide. People might not like that. Though really the only things you need is that, those two, this line, that line, because these are built by themselves, that and that. So there's really only like a fifth of what it looks like a fifth of the size, because if you compact all that together, it's only going to be like 4 wide. So anyway, yeah, that was Kyle with Game Debate, and this hopefully will be a new channel that I can post different things on, philosophical debate, just interesting ideas, concepts, game designs, ideas, just all kinds of random junk. And I like teaching people stuff. I like showing people how things work, especially inside games where people might not understand the differences. Like if I put a source block right here, now it pops out. Source block here, pops out. Now they're twins. And to destroy the source block, you'd have to go like that. And then the cool thing about water, or actually one of the annoying things about water, is it copies itself. If water hits something that's already full of water, even if the source blocks are removed, then you have to like trick them into resetting. And it's kind of annoying. So like right here, this is connected actually to over here. So if I erase it now, well, actually it is connected up here. That's weird. It's actually kind of annoying. There. Oh, I guess not. I didn't know that. There, I just learned something. So I guess that's it. That's me just talking about what I like and why I like it. And I hope you all have a nice day. And there goes my mic again. So I'm going to just end the video here. So take care and peace.